Hey YouTube, it's Rochelle. I'm gonna comment right quick on Tekashi 6ix9ine's hot mess. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had to fix myself. I was falling off the bed. Do I feel bad that Tekashi's facing 25 to life in prison? Not one bit do I feel one shred of sympathy for Tekashi himself, because he has continuously acted a damn fool. Sorry, I just had to turn my light on for a second there. There, that's better. But, you know what? At the end of the day, he's 22, 23 years old, and he knew what he was doing. Excuse me. He had been given so many passes, so many chances. I mean, he was kidnapped, pistol whipped, and robbed by his own crew. He escaped with his life. That would be the universe telling you, these people I'm running with ain't for me. This life ain't for me. He didn't drop them. He had to plead guilty to criminal sex acts with a minor, pedophilia, basically. He's labeled as a sex offender for the rest of his days. That shit ain't never gonna go away, no matter what. And he said that he was not directly involved. He just happened to be there when it went down. Why were you there when it went down? You can plainly see this was a child having sexual relations with a grown-ass man. Whether she's the town hoe or she ain't, the fact of the matter is, at the time of the incident, you was, what, 18, 19? That's an adult in the eyes of the law. She was 12, maybe 13 if you squint and try really, really hard. That's a minor in all 50 states. And she's sucking them fucking grown 18 and up year old men. And you just don't happen to be there. When she walked in, you saw how young she was. You knew damn well she was a minor. I would have been like, bye. You know what? I ain't in this. I'm getting the hell out. I'm getting my ass gone, because I'm not getting caught up in none of this bullshit. That's what any sane person with even one teeny tiny little shred of a functioning brain cell would do. But to Tekashi, no, when he got caught because of the raid or whatever the situation was, his lawyer told him to plead guilty even though he was not directly involved. So now he's labeled as a sex offender for the rest of his life. All because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time when bullshit went down that he should not have been involved in. And now, because of his bullshit-ass behavior, the ATF, the DEA, and the FBI froze not only all his assets, they froze his mama's assets as well. And you know what? His crew has to suffer. His record label is obviously going to drop him and possibly sue him for breach of contract because they invested hella money in him already and send him to a record deal. And how is he going to make music in prison? You know, he has to have access to recording equipment, recording studios. He's got to be able to, you know, go on tour and do his shows. He can't do that behind bars. There's just no way. It's just not going to happen. So, there's that. Not only did he fuck his whole life and career all the way up, he done fucked his mother up hardcore. Because the FBI not only froze Tekashi's assets altogether, they froze his mama's assets too. So now she's fucked. Because her son wanted to run with the wrong crowd, even though every damn body is telling him, even the universe is saying, get out of this life, 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 get out of this life. He don't want to listen. So no, I do not feel bad for Tekashi. I feel bad for his daughter. I feel bad for his baby mama. I feel bad for his child. I don't feel bad for him because he is a grown adult that has a long track record of making bogus ass stupid decisions and just not learning from. He don't learn his lesson. He does not grasp. For some reason, he just cannot seem to understand that actions have a consequence. He cannot understand this. His brain just is not able to process that. He cannot grasp it for whatever the reason. I don't know if it's because he's just stubborn, hard-headed, stupid. His brain ain't wired that way. I don't know what the hell the deal is. All I know is Tekashi could have had a fantastic, long, profitable career ahead of him, and instead he threw it all away because he wanted to run the streets and flash gang signs and be, Ratchet City, USA. For nothing. And he's like, oh, I ain't a gangbanger. I ain't really a gangbanger. I'm doing it for shock value. That's what you don't do. You do not claim allegiance to a gang such as the Bloods or the Crips and then say, oh, I'm not really about that life. Are you insane? I ain't no gangbanger by any stretch of the imagination. I know people in gangs. I did at one point have a lot of friends that were gangbangers, and they kept their gang activity completely separate from me, and every single one of them, and most of them, were in directly rival gangs. Sat me down, and these are the head people in these gangs that all got together and did a roundtable discussion. They said point blank, if we ever even suspect that you're about that life, we're just gonna rip you a new ass. We're just gonna go full on LA riots on you. And this is hardcore gangbangers that are known criminals that told me this shit to my face in front of my mother, all 4 of my stepfathers. And I got a grand total of 17 brothers. 4 adopted and the rest are biological. And I was actually in contact with them and they found out I was acting like this, they would throw a piñata party and I'd be the piñata. I swear. You know what? About that girl on Twitter TV whose mama clocked her for bullying a pre-K student. We in this world need more parents like that because we got these grown-ass adults that our children are looking up to that are a whole hot mess.